Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. So I want to do something very cool because I am pregnant with baby number 2 and I currently have a toddler who's a year and a half. He is exactly 19 months. So I am due November of this year, 2023, and I'm super excited to be turning to a family 4. My voice is a little cracking because I am recovering from a sore throat and some coughing. But anyway, yeah, I think this is going to be a very cool video to do before my husband and I announce our baby's gender. So it is an old wives' tale type of video. So I'm going to kind of go over all the wives' tales. Not all of them, just certain ones that I saw through like TikTok videos or online, and actually have them written up here. And I'm gonna try to put them over here somewhere to like kind of keep track of, you know, whether it's a boy or a girl based on the old wives' tale. So again, this is just for fun. It doesn't mean that it is accurate. A lot of people sometimes do get like a lot of points for boy and it ends up being a girl, or vice versa. They get a lot of points for girl and it ends up being a boy. So my husband and we went to a 14-week ultrasound appointment. This was private, so it wasn't with our doctor. We actually went to this one with our boy when, you know, we were like 15 weeks as well, around there, and he told us the gender and we found out. Anyway, I've been wanting to do this and I just haven't had a chance. I'm gonna start off with the first one. So old wives' tale says that if you are craving sweet, then it's a girl, but if I'm craving like more salty and savory foods, that it's a boy. So for this, I have been craving a lot of sweet stuff. Obviously I'll still eat spicy and savory things, but I noticed that for the most part I eat a lot of sweets. And with my boy, I remember I didn't eat that many sweets, so I don't know. It could be true, it could be not, I don't know. But all right, so for this pregnancy, I'm craving lots of sweets. So a lot of pan dulce, and if you know pan dulce, especially Mexican pan dulce, it's super delicious, like the conchas. They have a lot of variety. So I've been craving a lot of that. All right, so 1 point for the girl. So I'm gonna put it up here somewhere. All right, next up is morning sickness. So for morning sickness, I have been very fortunate to not feel anything, no nausea, no vomiting, no food aversion. So I've been pretty good. Well, my body's been pretty good at not having any type of sickness. So with my first pregnancy, I also didn't have any nausea or morning sickness, so I am very grateful for that. I know it's more common for pregnant women to have morning sickness, especially in the first trimester, than it is not to have, you know, any type of morning sickness. At first, I was a little weird because, you know, I wasn't having any type of pregnancy symptoms with my first pregnancy. So I was like, am I pregnant? You know, a lot of the people that I knew that were pregnant at that time did have a lot of morning sickness, and when I told them I did it, they were kind of like taken aback, like, are you sure you don't? Like, what? That's weird. So, you know, I guess I'm part of the weird ones. And I don't know if you're watching this video and if you've been pregnant before or are currently pregnant, please let me know if you had any morning sickness or if you didn't. Like, I want to know, I'm curious. Anyway, so what old wives' tale says that if you have morning sickness, it's girl. If you have no morning sickness or very little, it's a boy. So for me, for last pregnancy and this current pregnancy, it's no. So that's 1 point for boy. All right, next up is pregnancy glow. So this one's a little weird for me because a lot of people have told me that I'm glowing this pregnancy, that I look very good, blah, blah, blah. You know, and I'm not trying to hype myself up. This is what people have said. And I guess for the most part, I do feel good, right? I don't have any morning sickness, so I don't really look physically tired or drained, so maybe that's what makes me glow. But anyway, I have been breaking out a lot. Like I'm recovering. I have a few here that are scars, and then I usually get them around my mouth. I had one here yesterday, and I've just been breaking out more than usual. My first pregnancy, I didn't break out. and this one I have, and it hasn't stopped just yet, and I'm already again in the second trimester. So yeah, so when I was reading through like pregnancy glow, they were saying, oh, if you're breaking out, then that's a no for pregnancy glow. So I'm just gonna put no for this because I have been breaking out a lot. Pregnancy glow, no, is for girl. Pregnancy glow, yes, it's a boy. So for this one's another point for the girl. All right, so next up is a little funny, and I don't think this is a determination at all of the baby's gender, but I just thought it was kind of cool to kind of bring it up. So this one says partner's weight. So if it stays the same, it says it's a boy. If your partner, significant other, has gained more, then it's a girl. So in this one, I would say, I think, like, I see my, you know, my husband every day, so I can't really tell. I feel like he looks the same. So for this one, I actually had my mom, I think my sister, help, and I asked him, I was like, hey, do you guys think he gained weight? Does he look a little chunkier? My sister's like, yeah, I think he looks a little bit more chubby. And I was like, okay. So I went with her word, and it's Old Wives' Tale says that if your partner's gained a little bit more weight, then it's a girl. And if they stayed about the same, it's a boy. So another point for the girl. Next Old Wives' Tale is my mood. So have I felt moody, or if I felt more mellow and chill? Moody is girl and mellow is boy. So I think throughout this pregnancy so far, I've been very moody. I haven't really been chill that much. With my first pregnancy, I remember being very chill and relaxed, but this time around, I don't know what's up with me, but yeah, I've been pretty moody, and you know, the B word, unfortunately. So yeah, I would say another point for girl. Next up is how my belly looks. So if it looks higher, it's a girl. If it looks lower, it's a boy, supposedly, based on the Old Wives' Tale. So I feel like this time around, like even very early on, like my belly has been looking higher. Like I don't remember it looking that high with my first pregnancy, which is crazy. So yeah, high is girl, low is boy. So another point for the girl. And let me show you guys real quick how my belly looks, and you can, you know, see for yourself. But for the most part, I feel like it looks pretty high. So for me, I don't know, you see like this lump here? It usually, like I remember with my first pregnancy, my belly started growing more from like down here. And I have my phone right here, that's why it looks bulky. But yeah, I started growing from here, and right now it's like growing more from up here, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's why I went with high, but I mean, you can have another opinion. But for me, it just looks high. So I'm just gonna put 1 point for the girl for this one. Next up is the baby's heart rate. My baby's heart rate was actually 158 beats per minute. So it's been typically higher than 140, but Old Wives' Tale says that if it is lower than 140, is a boy, and if it's higher than 140, it's a girl. So the last two ultrasounds, I think this one was 158, the last one was 146, I believe. Somewhere around there, but they've both been higher than 140. So another point for the girl. All right, the next one is the Chinese calendar. So I looked up the Chinese calendar. I looked at not the ones that are provided by like the apps, like for example, What to Expect. I don't know what app you use, but that's the one I use just to keep track of the weeks and how far along I am in my pregnancy. And for that one, I don't think it's accurate because it doesn't really take into account your lunar age. Like you can put in your birth date, and for the Chinese calendar, you need two things. There's two factors. So there's your age and the day or the month you conceived. So your age gets a little tricky because you have to use your lunar age. So it's pretty much your age plus 1. So I think with the apps, like What to Expect app, they don't use your lunar age. I don't know how to pronounce that. Lunar, I don't know. Lunar age, they don't use it. I think they just use your birthday, your typical birthday. So yeah, I don't really trust those. I had to look online. I actually Googled it and looked at a separate chart. And anyway, I looked at that and the Chinese calendar based on my lunar age and my month of conception. It is a girl, so we'll see. So another point for the girl. And then just a fun fact, for my first pregnancy, the Chinese calendar actually said boy, so that was right. But for this one, it says girl, so we will see if it is correct. Last and final one that I have here is if I have dry or soft hands. So I had soft hands, I think so, especially like when I touch the back of my hand, it feels pretty soft. So they say that if you have dry hands, it's a boy, and if you have soft hands, it's a girl. So I had my mom and my sister touch my hands, and they both said that they felt soft. So that's another point for the girl. All right, so yeah, I just added up all the points here, and crazy enough, I've only got 1 boy point, and the rest are all girl, you know, supposedly based on the old wives' tale. But again, whatever the baby is, whatever gender it is, my husband and I will love this baby. We already love this baby no matter the gender, and it's just something fun to do. I really wish that my husband would do this video with me, because actually taking care of our toddler right now, so maybe you heard some noises in the background, and that's them. I did close the door. I did tell my husband that I was gonna do this video, so yeah, I just thought this was really fun, and we'll find out the gender of the baby soon. Well, I'll let you guys know the gender of the baby soon, hopefully in the couple next weeks. I don't have my anatomy scan till like late June, I believe, or even early July. So hopefully I have a blood work test done. I think the NIPT test I still haven't gotten done, but that's a blood work that you can do, and you can also find out the gender of your baby. So I might do that blood work like early June maybe, but I still have to wait for the results, which could take up to a week or two, I believe. So like I mentioned earlier, my husband and I already know, like we did the 14-week ultrasound at the private ultrasound place, and they gave us a result, but we would like to confirm, you know, with the anatomy scan before we go ahead and announce it to the world what our baby is. And we just want to double check and make sure it is confirmed before we let everyone know. And yeah, we're just super happy. And again, whatever the baby is, we are super blessed. I am super happy, and I hope you all have a great day or a great night whenever you're watching this video. And thank you so much for watching. And remember, no hay mal que por bien no venga, which means just look at the bright things, the bright side of things, look at the silver lining. Even if it's something positive, you know, look at more positive things for that positive stuff that's happening to you. So yeah, alrighty, thank you, bye.